Welcome back to Bits and Pieces. As you can tell, it's my emergency set, my backup set, my place that is at my secret location. And I also have no tripod. Yeah. Basically, I'm not where I would normally be. I've gone somewhere else, which is of course top secret, to pick up what I'm going to open next. Now, it's just a small little Amazon package. It can't possibly be much trouble to open with both hands. Of course, I'm using one to hold the camera and one to do the opening. This could be fun. And of course, you already know what this is anyhow, because you've read the title on the video. You did read the title of the video first, didn't you? You didn't just blindly click? No, that's good. Right, so what could possibly be in here, I hear you wonder. But of course, you've read the title of the video, so of course you wouldn't ask that question anymore, would you? Something made in China. Of course, I'm looking through the viewfinder while I'm doing this one-handed to make sure it's as steady as possible. Resistance band kit with the barcode stuff on. Can I open this one-handed? Now, if you've been following certain of the videos I've been doing on Deja review, you know, I've been looking at some fitness equipment I've bought myself again for a second look, rather. Let's just see. Nice little bag. And I did mention in one of those videos that I was buying some more equipment, and this is, of course, this is the first look. So let's just see. Resistance bands. We've got some instructions here. Autofocus doesn't want to focus properly. Kind of Olympic kind of colours, aren't they? Apart from black, which I don't think figures in the Olympics much, and dark blue. Pretty sure one of the Olympic hoops is a light blue, but let's just see what we've got here. What do the instructions say? Kit includes one extra light resistance band, yellow, one light resistance band, green, one medium, which is red, one heavy, which is blue, one extra heavy, black, two handles, two ankle strap, one door anchor, and one bag. That's the bag, and that's of course the resistance bands themselves. Right, let's do a quick little insert here because I didn't actually look at this in much detail when I did the original video. We have the resistance band workout kit. And workout guide, rather. We have the resistance band kit and workout guide. Yeah, second attempt. But that doesn't really matter. As you can see, it gives you a little explanation as to what each thing is. Foam handle, door, anchor, ankle strap. The actual colour-coded system is explained here. Although it doesn't actually give you the weightage of them. Now remember that these basically show the weightage on a little sticker that's going to end up coming off eventually. It's not actually listed on the actual rubber bands themselves anywhere, although the colour-coded system, you know, it's clear enough, and the bands are different shapes and sizes to sort of help give it away. It's just when you come to the actual instructions, it gets a bit, well, it's just a bit of a wall of text, really. Okay? Gives you a little explanation about how resistance bands works, and obviously it is trying to big up the product, so it's saying that they're superior to weight and that it's giving you a resistance feeling both when you are lifting and pulling and lowering and whatnot that you just wouldn't get with free weights. Now anybody who does any kind of free weight based exercises knows that's a bit of bollocks, really, because when you are lifting a weight up, your muscles are under tension anyhow, and when you are lowering it the way you're supposed to lower it, which is with control, then your muscles are still under tension. So it's a bit of bull, but given the way that some people just, they do the exercise and then they just drop their arm or whatever quite casually down, you know, with the weights barely controlled, no tension whatsoever. Yeah, given how some people work out, yes, that is true. You wouldn't be able to get away with that kind of behaviour and attitude towards this equipment because it's always going to have you into some degree of tension. It then gives you some very brief demonstrations of the exercises, but unlike a lot of exercise manuals where they'll give you some sort of indication as to which way the motion of the exercise should go, it's just a still photo. And in some cases you're kind of wondering just how those particular exercises are supposed to work the body. Some are more obvious than others, but this one for the arm here, for example, I mean, they're separating the arms and the shoulders as two different groups. Okay, so in this case they're talking about biceps and triceps, and you can see how most of these exercises will be utilising the bicep and the tricep to a certain degree. This one here though, That looks more like a sort of shoulder exercise to me. I'm just not sure what's going on. And the thing is, when it comes to the actual explanations of the exercises, they just really don't do themselves any favours by just slamming everything together in just one wall of text. It just doesn't help. I mean, it does say resistance band exercises for your upper body, but then it's also got ab exercises and leg exercises. Now, abs are obviously the upper part of the body, whereas the legs are just that, they're the legs. What else are we going to do with that? Then there's the back, and I'll just allow you to look at that in wonder for a second or two. Now, have you spotted the problem that we have here? It says, here are some good examples of the door anchor in action. So this is demonstrating just what you can do with the door anchor. And as you can see, you can fit it at the top, you can fit it at the side, you can fit it at the bottom to allow you to do all those kinds of exercises. And then, well, it gives you other demonstrations of the different exercises, but then it gives you exercises like front shoulders, front of arms, and this one's been cut off, so you can't really see how that's supposed to be done, but you can see quite clearly from these two, it's not using the door anchor. So who edited this? Because they've done a terrible job in presentation, and they've gave you things that are supposed to show off the door anchor in action that just aren't the door anchor in action, so to speak. That's me middling up my words again. But yeah, I mean, the photos that you get here are quite clear enough themselves. They're just too tiny to be of any real use, and of course they're lacking detail as to what you should be doing. I mean, I can tell you, since that's a back exercise, that's an upper back exercise, that's an upright row, your arms have to be moving upwards to actually get the tension on. Yeah. Mind you, that said, it's a bit of a moot point, because at the end of the day, there is plenty of videos on YouTube and VidMe and other places that will actually show you exactly how to make the most use of these. Just do a quick little search after you finish watching this video, and you will see more than you could shake a stick at. Back to the rest of the footage. Now, it will be very difficult to review this properly, but since I'm doing this one-handed, but these are the straps that would go around your ankles. You can also make use of them around your wrists as well, and for pretty much the same purposes. This will be the door stop thing. What you basically do, you can loop everything around here through this little gap here, and put this either at the top or bottom of the door, close the door, and then you've got a secure anchor point to do the various different exercises you can use with this. These handles are basically the same idea as the wrist and ankle straps. You hook the band on here and then pull like crazy. This is one hell of a way to do a video. How do people do this on a regular basis where they're just using their camera by itself with no tripod? Jesus. And of course you've got all of these, so let's just see. The yellow is the lightest, in that it has the least resistance. I can't read that through the viewfinder, that might just be because it's out of focus. That apparently is a £10 in strength kind of thing. You can just about see it through the gap in the material here, but c'est la vie. So they're not actually, as far as the actual tubes themselves are concerned, no, there's nothing actually on the tubes to confirm the actual weightage, the poundage. I'm just going to move my legs a little bit and reposition the camera a bit more. So yeah, so that was the light resistance band. This is the £10. This is the how much was this? £30? Yes, £30. The black is a £30. The autofocus is not going to focus on anything written that smally, I think, unfortunately, but you can feel the difference straight away. I mean, you can probably see the difference if you look at the yellow and the black there. The yellow is so much smaller, whereas the black one is much bigger and much thicker. It's not just the size of the tubes itself, it's also the shape of them as well. The textures basically show that this is so much thinner, whereas this is so much thicker. Yeah. I'm just going to have to go down low like so, and you can see some of the background there. Just going to move these away. Move this in a bit more. Funky little view, isn't it? So basically, the idea with these resistance bands is that you'd be pulling on them once you've actually attached these hoops here to the various different sections here. So the door stop, where was the door stop? Like I said before, to use that, you'll open it through like so, and then that's providing all the different resistance you would need. Now you could of course add all of these together, there's nothing to stop you from doing so. Let's just give these a little try to see how secure they are. Yeah, they seem to work quite nicely, they feel very nice and secure. There's nothing stopping you from looping all of them on together to allow you to do, you know, 100 pounds of pull, because, you know, there's all kinds of different variations of weightage here. It's a bit like if you've got an English longbow, which I know for a fact a standard English longbow requires 110 pounds of force to draw the string from the bow outwards, like so, to actually allow you to launch the arrow. So this could be an alternative to buying an English longbow to improve your strength. You could build yourself up to 100 pounds and then buy the English longbow to, you know, maximise your strength to 110 pounds. Or alternatively, buy another set of these. So I'm going to go and make some use of these to test these out properly, and then obviously I'll do a Deja re-review review at some point much later on, probably a couple of months from now, to give you my second thoughts. But my first thoughts are, just from the quality alone, they do feel rather nice, and I'll just do the same with all of the others. Yeah, oh yeah, if you've got a couple of combinations like this red one and this blue one, and notice I've got the blue one, wrapped over twice effectively, that is increasing the weightage quite nicely. You can feel the difference straight away. So I think this might be a winner. Anyhow, I'll say bye-bye. Bye-bye!